Lead the Way, a podcast for school leaders with author, speaker, and educator, Dr. Bill Ziegler.
Today, I'm looking forward to having Andy Jacks, the elementary school principal at Ashland Elementary School and the 2018 Virginia Elementary Principal of the Year and the 2018 NAESP Nationally Distinguished Principal. Andy, it's great to have you on Lead the Way today.
Thanks, Bill. Happy to be here. Keep up the great work. This great podcast.
Awesome. Thank you. And hey, you're doing some amazing things on innovative ways to engage families. Why don't you share with our listeners how you're doing it and what are some ways they can engage their families in innovative ways?
One of the first things to think about with engaging families in the modern era of technology and communications is to find out what interests them and why you should communicate with them in the first place. There's a lot of competition out there for their interest and their time. And traditionally in schools, we send out your newsletters and, your letters and some things like that are not very effective. I don't know if they're effective then. They're definitely not effective now. There's a time where I had a really fancy newsletter and had all these links and it was like 10 pages out of all this information. And then I had an advisory council. One of my most involved parents said to me, "I'm sorry, Mr. Jacks, I don't read your newsletters." So oh man, it was such a dagger. And so I immediately stopped them. That was my last one I ever did because I was like, they're not even reading it. There's no point. Ultimately, what matters is if it works. And that's what you need to do. You need to ask them different ways that they want to be connected to. So find out how are they looking at the media that you're sending them? And then ultimately, I found new ways to do that through new technological tools like video. So we do, from the very beginning, we have introduction videos on our website so that when you come to our website, if you're a new family or new to the school year, you can see all of us introduce ourselves live right to you. Every staff member has that. So I think that's super important as opposed to the traditional, letters and just information. We also use a lot of videos to send fun messaging and quick, brief snippets of information to our families. We remake, songs with our whole staff. But I also think just from a functional standpoint, if you need to do something that's a little bit kind of iffy from a leadership standpoint, like we had a situation where a yearbook order wasn't going to be ready for our families, and that was going to be a big deal. So instead of just sending a letter, I made a little video where I spoke directly to them through the video on what was happening and how I was going to fix it. And that was important to me that they all received this and all of our students were represented. And I think you can convey so much more personality and emotion and really connect with people better through video and through modern social media.
Yeah, I agree with you, Andy. I've watched some of your videos and they're just excellent ways to communicate a message that is engaging. I think that's one of the things I like about how you communicate. It's engaging, right? It's almost like it draws me in. And I've had the same message from a parent where they said, "I don't read your newsletter." I'm like, and I like what you're doing. One of the things we do at our school is we use Facebook Live and we do Facebook Live sessions. So we have a few moments here as we close out. And, if I'm a school leader and I'm really wanting to engage families innovatively, what's one way you would start out in doing that?
Well, first thing is on your webpage, you should have a video that introduces yourself and not some, picture or letter or anything like that. That's the easiest thing to do. You can take it on your phone, from your computer. And the tips to this is just to be genuine. Just be yourself. You don't have to be anybody else. Remember, it's all about being genuine and making connection. When you do that, that's the success. Doesn't really matter what you say. If you do anything, talk about what you believe in. Talk about the things that you're passionate about, your why behind what you do as a school leader. And those are the things that people are going to connect to. They don't care about the programs and the policies. Use other tools for that. But if you want to connect to people, talk about the things that you believe in and that you're passionate about. And that's what they'll catch on. That's what they'll remember about you.
That is so true. And I think as school leaders, we need to learn that message that you talked about is just be you. I mean, I think too often we try to be someone we're not. So thank you for the powerful words today that you shared with us and our listeners for innovative ways to engage families. Andy, if they want to follow you on Twitter or on your website, what is that? Share that information with us.
Sure, Bill. It's Andy. It's _ Andy Jacks for Twitter. And on my webpage, it's andyjacks.co.
Andy, it's been awesome to have you on Lead the Way today. Thanks so much for taking the time to be with us.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. Great job.
And to our listeners, we encourage you to visit our website, share your email, and we'll send you a free chapter of our book, Future Focused Leaders, so you can get connected and learn more. Thanks for listening to Lead the Way.
You've been listening to Dr. Bill Ziegler with Lead the Way. For more great resources and information about Bill's book, Future Focused Leaders, just visit chaselearning.org. That's chaselearning.org. You can also follow Bill on Twitter at Dr. Bill Ziegler. That's Dr. Bill, Ziegler. This has been a presentation of Lead the Way.